let's talk about the individual frequency that we each carry. Where does it come from? Some of it comes from what I call a generational frequency. So it's a frequency of beliefs that's been passed from generation to generation. Things like the world's a cruel place, life is hard, money is scarce, there's a lack and limit. And then there's also the reverse of those that are positive beliefs and frequencies of beliefs that get passed down to us that are supportive of our life. Some of our frequency is from our own individual experience. If you've had a hard time finding love, or been disappointed by love, you might come away with the frequency of belief that love hurts, that there's few good men, there's few good women in the world. If you've experienced a lot of difficulties and injustices, you might come away with the frequency of belief that life's unfair. Things like this. And then as you remember, a belief is just something you have thought long enough till it has cemented into a belief, but that belief is a frequency and sets you on the frequency of experiencing and pulling out of life more of that experience. So how do you shift that? How do you get out of a frequency of love hurts to love is wonderful and love is fulfilling? And there's lots of good men and lots of good women so that you can experience that reality. It's very much, I'm going to go back to that analogy, and I know it's an older analogy because radios are different, but I remember as a child, because I'm that old, of laying in bed, my mom telling me that I need to go to bed, but I'm still listening to the Minnesota Twins baseball game and I want to hear the end of it. So I carried my little transistor radio with me to bed. And to get it to the right dial, you're turning that little knob and you're going in and out of the station static, and you kind of hit it, and then all of a sudden, boom, you link into the right frequency to be able to finish hearing the game and who won. So in shifting our energetic frequency for our life, that unseen realm, it's just as real as radios, towers, and the transistor radio. We are tuning into things, and what we're tuning into, we get more of. And so if you're shifting, if you have had especially a generational belief, frequency of beliefs, you're actually like journeying and traveling unknown territory to get to a place where your ancestors have not been. And so it's going to be something that you want to cultivate in your life. You want to read stories, listen to songs, talk about, make friends with people who are going to talk about the things you want the reality of. And as you do and you cultivate a new belief in your life, you're cultivating a new frequency, and you'll start seeing evidence of it. And it's like tapping into, there's some static, but you're tapping into it and you know it exists. And the more you keep working on that, one day, man, you tune your dial into the frequency of the reality you want to experience, and boom, you've locked into it. Don't give up. Don't grow weary in well-doing. You're doing generational shifts, some of you, in this. And also changing the reality of something you personally have experienced a lot of. And it can take time and persistence and vigilance to really increase your faith to believe there is a new reality. Keep pressing on.